I'm just charging up the house battery real quick. Howdy, kid. Some time for the pretty time of the day.
Oh, you're a teenager. You're just you're an idiot.
Shaking a little bit. I'm idling, charging up the house battery a little bit. Charging up the car battery too. It's been sitting here for a few days. Mike's got a truck, so he's been picking me up here instead of driving it all the way down to his house and back 3 times a day. Hey Judith, how you doing? He's actually on his way back here with gas in the next couple hours. He went into town. I gave him the gas can. I've been helping him work on Christine's car this week a little bit. Other than that, I've just been sitting around listening to Kiff. He's tripping. Seamus is walking Chico. His world is coming to an end. Poor Kiff. What? Oh no! Oh! Don't please, Mom. That's gross. She gross. I got dog slobbers. Oh no! He's losing it. His seeing eye person is right there. Hi, Spark. It's gonna be okay, kid. He can't hear anything. I'm about to turn off the truck in a minute. It's been running for a minute. I just wanted to make sure we could start it. Once it started, I was like, all right, cool. Well, let's charge that house battery up. We had a little bit of gas in it, but I didn't realize Seamus put the gas in the generator last night. We'd about run over dry. I was like, I don't even know if we got enough to charge the battery. So it started. I'm glad I remembered to separate the batteries. So now I'm charging them both. We just now at like 178. Been watching them auroras. I thought auroras were green and white, not purple and red. It's a little strange. I don't know. Sparky would be more an expert than I am. I know what I saw when I was going through the Bering Straits and up in the Bering Sea. It didn't look anything like what I've been looking at down here. Just saying. Mike gets back with our gas. So I was sitting there looking, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. So I figured I'd share sunset with you. We might even get to see a loop light or two floating around out there. So I've been warning about the government dismantling and running themselves over with a bus. They want people out literally hanging politicians in the street. I've said these words several times. I'm watching our cabinet members move on to individual military bases. So I'm like, ouch. You do see what's coming, right? And it's gonna get ugly. Now Trump's made this thing where he wants an investigation to the Democrats and Jeffrey Epstein. Well, you do realize that puts Bondi in the power of literally telling Congress you can't have the records because there's an ongoing investigation, right? So he just put the ultimate block down on his blowjob to Bill Clinton. Anyway, this is getting crazy. Every day it just keeps piling on and piling on. Hi Michael, how you doing? Hi Buckeye. Green and white sometimes, a little bit of purple when you see. Okay, cool. I was wondering, Spark, because it's new to me too. Just wanted to make sure because they added that purple one in there and called it Steve. And then I started seeing the whole sky go red, and I'm all like, well, that's new. Yeah, he's setting up war on us. The Proud Boys are going to come into it, the militias, fucking, it's, you know that, for years on Facebook, you've heard of this mythical child porn ring of the elites. Well, this is it. they're fixing to expose this shit. And people are going to go butt nugget nuts. it's way deeper than just DJT and the House and Republicans and Democrats. It's kind of a global thing. So yeah, it's going to get good. On one good thing, I think you can't tell, but I've been talking to people, and it seems that the anti-hemp bill was actually snuck in there, and an awful lot of the senators and shit genuinely don't like it. So I think it's going to be put on hold Monday. We'll see. Temporary hold so they can reword it to fit the hemp bill. They just want the synthetics out. I'm cool with that. But I think they were using what's his name, Mattis. He's that old guy. He doesn't like hemp. He's the guy that at Kentucky. Not with Rand Paul's Kentucky too, but that's the other one from Kentucky that set that legislation in there. It starts with M. I can't think of his name right now, but everybody was all like, and that I was talking to was like, yeah, fucking weasel, and nobody's real happy about that. It made news, And so hopefully they'll put it on hold on Monday and reword that shit. Because CBD is, if it makes CBD illegal, man, too many people, they don't want the Civil War yet. And they would have everybody on walkers out there fucking throwing fits, including me. I've already started throwing a few fits. I have stopped fucking sending messages and typing and fucking talking to people about that shit since I seen it. I was like, and it's worded in there. The reason they had to legalize it is because in the North Carolina Farm Bill, it set precedents for the legalization of it federally. Um, it's it's in there about how the why the federal government made it illegal in the first place, and that's one key element that if it gets out into the public and people actually start reading the words I put down in there in black and white, they'll understand a little bit more about what we're looking at today and who's really running the fucking show. And they don't want that. That's why I put it in the fucking writing in the bill. We're in Arizona right now. Jabron. Well, you see, yeah, they don't want this in court. They don't want me in court. Obviously, I mean, I'm small potatoes, but I could fucking hang every one of them. But this isn't a real thing. That's why I'm like, well, I hope they fucking suspend. If not, I guess I just go rogue again. Fuck these bitches. I ain't getting on no fentanyl. Hi, Dana. Daniel. And well, welcome to Arizona. It's the Arizona sunset. We're in the middle of the desert. A friend of mine has a ranch right over that hill. Yeah, I've heard of Crow. Not a big fan of Crow. I wouldn't tell him you talk to me. He might block you. A lot of those channels are not allowed to talk about why the moon's cartwheeling and all that stuff. A lot of them are stuck on that Nibiru. It would keeping people confused, or people have looked at that so many years they know it's tinfoil hat. Anybody understand that there ain't no planet doing that shit? And especially if you curious people like us go read the cuneiform, realize that yeah, we got other suns in play here. This isn't about no rogue planet. You know, Judith, I'm sitting by quietly right now. Like I said, I'm remaining calm. I get upset every day about this, especially when they start attacking my hemp, because that's just. I had hoped that by now we would be putting it in our tanks and have eliminated the reason they give to go to war. It burns way better in our tanks than gasoline, gives you more miles per gallon. It lubricates the engine as it's burning the hemp fuel, unlike, that corn fuel they keep giving us that ethanol eat up your rubbers and stuff, and it gum up all your jets and all that shit. Hemp don't do that. But that was my driving force for putting that fucking shit together. Um, Said Angel made me rewrite it 3 times. It's fucking walking thesaurus. No pain in the ass. And regardless of what Lee has to say, you've heard Angel live talking with me about it and how she made me do it. And it was just me. She was mean to me. It made me do it over and over again. Because I did it wrong. Anyway, I didn't work with 40 people on it. I said it passed 42 to 2. It passed 42 to 2. Yeah. Very first set precedence in 2014 passed 42 to 2. Put that into perspective. Way before the fucking legalization of anything, any hemp, anywhere. That was North Carolina harvested the first crop and set precedents, did studies on it and shit for the first time since the Tax Act. I agree, Daniel. Well, you know I worked with him out in California. I helped run Jack's business for a while. He had a few strokes. He needed help. Him and his wife, Jeannie. He's got a son named Eric, too, funny enough. That's when I met Tommy Chong through Jack and others. I mean, he had heard about my pillow pouches through Jack because I was making Jack's pipes, his double Venturi pipe. What's up, Maria? How you doing? That's no good. The food for smoking hemp, it might. It might. They'd have to legislate that into the fucking welfare system. I don't think they really have all that much time, bro. Uh, More than just Germany is conscripting all 18-year-olds right now. Like Europe's uh, going balls out, and Turkey is in Damascus. From what I can tell, we're just a few little pin drops from powder keg right here. They got a couple more Supreme Court decisions, and I expect him to pull out the. Oh God! Now I can't even think of the term. It starts with an A. He's going to declare civil war. Or fucking. I keep wanting to say armistice, but that's not the term. Um, anyway, he's going to basically declare war on us. Yeah, civil war. Anybody that's not MAGA or well, yeah, anarchy. That's yeah. No, there's an actual power of the president that begins with A. I can't think of the name right off the hand. That uh, it it means basically we've been uh, divided amongst ourselves. There's uprisings going on. It's his only emergency measure left. Uh, but it would bring all military to his call and the militia. Fucking what's his name did it? Abraham did it. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. That's what I get for talking too much. It being not fucking thinking about it. It just I was like, oh yeah, what is that fucking thing? Anyway, it's a law. He's going to invoke a revolution. Yeah. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. All of a sudden now people are shooting back at ICE. There's he's getting fuel for the fire. Like there ever was any. I mean, he's causing it. Everybody but MAGA knows that. He's down to like 36%. On the economy, he's down to 30%. So he lost 6 of his fucking base. And that's just kind of crazy. Because anyway, it only takes about 15% to get a good civil war going on. Most people are bystanders in those. And cannon fodder. This one is going to be cut in half though, because we're getting nuked and then mock invaded. So. There will be mayhem, plenty of mayhem for everybody. I'm excited. Let's just fucking get her gone. Fucking tired of warning people. Oh, speaking of which, I have some people in my sights. Yeah, they're still playing it. It's about 2.5 hours normal speed. So I'm guessing 3.5, maybe 4 hour drive for us. I'm gonna try and call them on Monday. I tried on Friday, but it was like before 8. I realized what time it was. I was like, oh shit. And then I got busy with Mike the rest of the day and didn't get to call him back. So I'm gonna call him on Monday and see what's up. If there's anybody around. If it's a real tribe, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, just like if there's anybody there, I'm sure it's a real tribe. So anyway, we'll go up there, see if we can't run into somebody new. Jamie said something about having him an appointment on Monday. I don't know if it's his doctor appointment or not. I'm hoping it is, and he gets a clean bill of health, so he can go hike around with us. Hey, Vickers. Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people about that today in the old guard Republicans, and I'm being led to think that they might actually suspend that on Monday because they worded it wrong, and they know they worded it wrong. They didn't mean to. The guy in Kentucky, uh, not Paul, but the what's his name, Mueller or fuck. Anyway, the other guy, the guy that wrote the fucking uh, couple of lines in there, pissed everybody off, I guess. And I mean, like, not as in the script pissed them off, but I mean, like, they're not ready to expose that much, and I know what's in the wording about why uh, hemp was made illegal in the first place. So they're not ready to expose that Crown Vatican DC corporation. They're trying to push the government sex ring or child sex uh, ring on people right now. They ain't quite ready for the Crown Vatican DC contracts and shit to come out. I don't think. That would give up too much of the fucking script at this point in the game. I still think they're going to suspend it Monday because they want to take care of that before anything hits court. Because it'll be an easy fix in court. And then I know there's already lawsuits already set up right now. they're lining up, but all that would come out in the national forum, and I'm sure they don't want that. So they're probably going to put it on suspension Monday and reword the bill to fit more the farm bill. But they basically, what I understand, is they want all the synthetics out, kind of what they went through with Wyoming. But they used the exact wording that was, funny enough, in the Wyoming fucking bill that they made a mistake on with the old language, and same shit just happened right there. And I'm like, well, I hope so, because I know the whole fucking scheme is fucking civil unrest. But I've been telling people to remain calm, but I'm going to draw a line. I've been kind of frothy lipped about it. As well, yeah, Seamus, I haven't said much of anything in a couple of days. I've been sitting there just talking to people on this matter and exchanging messages and trying to find out what the fuck's going on, watching the fucking House meetings and stupid shit like that. I'm like, fuck. It's like I was the senator's investigator again. What the fuck is going on here? But yeah, I mean, fuck. A year from now, I rules change before a year from now. We ain't gonna have the same government. I already know this. The world's gonna be quite different. They just giving everybody something to scream about right now. Okay. They took Teflon Don. Teflon Don, the Democrat, Bill Clinton's good friend, golfing buddy. Big time failure in business, major scam artist, been stealing people's money for a long time, money and land. and fucking taking little 14-year-olds out on yachts for decades before Epstein ran into him. Miss Arizona, Kirk's wife, she's still working around that whole nub. You look into her, and all of a sudden, yeah, there is some shit going on with NATO bases. Her and her little angels group. She'd be moving kids for her. It's like, oh, it's this ring. I Hollywood grabs a hold of the fucking guy, and for 10 years pumps it down the necks of Americans that he's some kind of Republican businessman. All my life, that motherfucker's been a Democrat. He's a Soros bitch. He takes hundreds of millions of dollars from Soros. He's taken it twice for bailouts on the Chicago Tower. Over Christmas once. That's the kicker. A lot of people laugh at me rather than actually look that up. He actually did. He gave him a $160 million flash loan on Christmas to save his towers. This is years ago. Yeah, well, yeah, Vigorous. They have to, you know, ain't no goddamn food left, man. They gotta fucking make it look fucked up. They've stopped everybody's food stamps here and everywhere. Seamus and I have extra food stamps. I've already put some into beans and rice because I know I'm going to meet people who need it worse than I do. I've got a lot of beans and rice aboard. We've had beans and rice and been buying beans and rice for the whole time I've been on the road. I guess this is why, because at some point, maybe Monday, when we go up here into the trees, we'll find somebody that's hungry. But we got food now, and a lot of people. I can't help but think I got it because other people are going to need it. Of course, I'm going to need it. I love rice and beans. I love my bean soup, but I don't need this much. I've been telling them. It's fucking crazy. They're taking away people's food. Well, and Lee goes up there and says, oh yeah, well there's plenty of food up here. And I'm like, well, dude, it's fucking $50 a goddamn steak. Why do you think it's so high? Because there's no bees? You fucking kidding me? I'm beside myself. It's not just him. You know, the other day, yesterday, somebody on my Facebook page telling me, oh, stick to your signs. I'm like, fuck, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody that has gotten their politics from a TV is going to know more than somebody that was top advisor to these fucking snakes for years. I get it. No, I don't. The audacity of these fucking people. Just sets me down, and I'm like, why are you even trying to help them? Every day it comes to my head. Why am I even trying to help? I have a hard time answering that some days. It's bigger than the people that are doing that, that's why. It's not about me or them. It's about this planet. It's about you and what you guys are. Exactly, Dana. You know me. That's right. It's all that matters, man. And if you're earning those, you're doing good. Oh yeah, AlphaGo, huh? That's kind of crazy. We went through that too a couple of years ago. It seems like we're just always way ahead of the news. All these new age newscasters, I've hit all of them. I'm like, what? You ready for an interview yet? You ready? It's crickets. Fucking crickets. It's crazy. I don't let it stop me. I copy paste some fucking shit and then I go through like a Facebook feed and fucking unleash. And every now and again I get somebody asking a legitimate fucking question, so I know better than to stop. That one person needed direction, and I'll see them on the fucking YouTube, or I assume it's them. They're like, "You're blowing my mind." I'm like, no, it's just fucking information that's blowing your mind. Blew mine too. Don't feel bad. It's fucking insane. You're amazing. What can I say? We're sitting here fucking fighting these fucking assholes. Like, look at what they're doing. It's insane. I always said, they're going to do this. I don't know what it looks like, but we're going to find out together. Well, yeah, exposing the fucking child pedophilia ring of the U.S. government and NATO. That's going to probably set off a couple fireworks. Setting fucking troops into the fucking Chicago. Portland, you get frogs. Chicago? There ain't many frogs in Chicago. It's I've been both places. That's why he said Portland, and I almost shat myself. I was like, that's not the insurrection city. There may be a couple of heroin addicts there, but they are not picking up a fucking weapon and walking around with it. I'll tell you that right now. They're looking for needles. These fucking hippies up there, strung out hippies. They may steal shit from you, but I'll be damned, man. They got frogs up there. They ain't got none of that shit in Chicago. It don't work like that there. They got crazy ladies up. That's like New York in the Midwest. They got crazy ladies run out in the middle of the street and be all fucking ready to fight a motherfucking ICE agent barehanded, have them back down. Because them bitches is crazy. And that's just church day. There's places up there they don't want to be fucking around in. Oh, the fake meat? Yeah, that's funny that's a push, huh? I wonder if it contains alpha-gal. Well, light spirit, sure we would. They've been doing this shit for just as long as we have. Come on, man. Seriously, where'd the natives come from, bro? Yahweh was running around with these folks, and they killed everybody with a beard. Okay? And then the bearded guys came back. Ta-da. That's the real history of it. It began before the fucking pyramids were made. It began down there in Mesoamerica, where fucking the breath was breathed into man in Peru. And those white circular temples, kind of like the ones we found out there in Michigan, funny enough, the Ninjagitas. And you do know about that, right? We literally uncovered big ass fucking jade feathered serpents and huge fucking block ass pyramid fucking made out of paradox in Michigan under 3 foot of ocean sediment that's about 20,000 years old, they say. And the Ottawa Federation of Tribes, in particular, is up there doing the dig currently. That belongs to Ninjagita, aka Quetzalcoatl, aka Thoth, aka Jebus, the teacher of man. Why is he the teacher of man? Because Ninjagita taught Cain. Marduk taught Abel. Marduk wanted to kill Abel. Enki came to Marduk and said, nah, man, you can't do that, dude. He's actually your half brother. And Marduk was like, haha, Dad, I've heard of your sexual prowess, but banging Eve? Oh, gee. Yeah, so there's what started here. That whole Canaanite thing and all that murdering everybody. That happened right here. That happened right here. This is the first lands. Yes, they're the first people. Because the first people were born with dark hair and red skin. Because of the clay bowl they mixed them in. They came out red like the clay bowl that they mixed them in. We know this to be true. We read the little words of the little gods, and they told us so. And then we went digging and found it ain't myth. Don't trust me. Don't trust him. I don't know how the hell he's going to be able to protect you. Yeah, that's right. We have basically two leaders in my book, Creator and Mother Earth. Because I'm an extension of Earth. I'm a protector and a healer. I get that, and I'm born here and I'm in her frequency. I'm part of her. Creator rules over her and everybody else, of course, in creation and the sons. The sons are actually what I would refer to as an archangel or a conglomerate because there's more than one soul in those sons. They're like 4 or 5, I don't know. The mechanics of how many souls are in there, I imagine it probably varies. I don't know. That's the ultimate symbiosis. You're floating around there on the Birkeland current creating fucking planets and shit. That's some above my pay grade skill right there. I'm like, all right. I get how planets are birthed. They'd be blasted right out as a plasma ball. Instantaneous fucking like soul right there. Bink. And where those come from, that would be the Birkeland current right out of creation. Anything born here is trapped though. Now. Because of these machines. And from what I can find out, ain't nobody disassembled the fucking things yet. Jebus, Ninjagita, Thoth. Oh, wait a minute, that's all the same guy. No wonder all those tales sound the same. When he's talking to his brother, something that ain't in the Bible, there's a book where Jesus, there are a few books, I guess, where Jesus is talking to his brother, but he tells him about the fucking machines and what's going on. I'm wondering which brother he's actually talking to. I'm thinking it's Marduk. My biggest hope is because, see, these cats say that they couldn't read our language. Well, it's our language that showed me how amazing we are. And it's their fear and fear of us, and the fact that they couldn't read our language, it tells me very clearly they're missing something. So if we can give them that peace, because they're the stewards of heaven, that's why they had to move in over here. Their planet, magnetosphere, wouldn't support growing life on it anymore because they had killed their stewards off. And they're all hating each other, and they brought that over here. And it kept getting worse and worse, and then they had to destroy what we made over here. As they were trying to fix their shit, Ninja Gita was up in the Northlands digging the pure copper ore. That's why we found that temple there, because it should be exactly where it is. Ding. There's a whole big city there. Actually. And it's under 20,000 years of fucking ancient sediment, they say. Ocean sediment. Well, you know what I think it was, is during the War of the Gods, they dug out the fucking, with bombs, dug out the Great Lakes, and it flew all over the area and covered it in 3 foot of fucking ocean sediment. There wasn't no glaciers dug them fucking things out. Not after looking at the topography and the actual USGS map of fucking what a 2 mile fucking ice block did in the Hastings region. He said that motherfucking glacier come by Hastings all the way down into Ohio, but right there at Hastings there was a donut. Glacier never touched that area. That's what they did on the working model to make it look that way. And I'm like, you know what? No. And then reading the War of the Gods and all that shit after we found those temples, Jessica brings forth all this fucking so-called prophecy shit. And I'm like, well, okay. So maybe the Ottawa people understood that those temples were there, and I didn't really discover anything. I just figured out where they were and gave it back to them. I guess they lost them in the War of the Gods because they got buried. But they had their little snake effigies. That one we'd seen definitely took some heat damage, about 4 inches thick, with trinitite all over it. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stones from that site with the trinitite on them. So, yeah, that almost all the stones we handled there had a nuclear blast signature all over them. So there definitely was a war there, and they received a blast. So I'm going to have to assume that's probably what happened to the Great Lakes. Because I see evidence of that, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, starting to think that fucking glacial thing we've been fed. I never even looked at it as like a lie until I started looking around, and I'm like, well, shit, they had to explain this shit somehow, didn't they? And the 3 suns make a chord, and you hyperblast that with a nova event throughout the entire solar system, which would include the 3 suns and all their planets. You're looking at a pure reset through vibration and frequency. Now, the nova event, see, that's a test of symbiosis. Can you be symbiotic with your stewards? This is a test for the planets. Can Mom get her stewards down there where we belong? Sure she can. Can Planet Heaven? No. See the dilemma? So we gotta get a little face-to-face with Inky going on, so I can find out what they're missing so they can be amazing and go back home. That's what Earth wants. Because I know how crazy I sound. I don't give a fuck. Earth, our loving Mother Earth, is a living being, and so is planet Heaven, and they're related like aunt and niece, like it or not. So mom's a little concerned about Aunt Heaven over here, and I need some gates to open. So it's going a little bit beyond warning at this point. I'm no longer the messenger. Trying to open some fucking gates and get some fucking information to these fucking people. Because obviously it ain't getting to them. And if I know one thing's for sure, if motherfucking I want it done, I gotta do it myself. Go up and talk to some gatekeepers I've been putting off. And no, it's not the Havasu. They're close. So Monday morning, I'm heading into Wally World. We're gonna stock up. I said it's only about probably a 4-hour trip from here. It's still in Arizona. It's before we get to Kingsman. But I want to stock up before we leave because there is no other Walmarts out that way. And we're on like 3/4 of a jug of milk right now. So by Monday, I'm going to need to refuel and get some yellow sticker deals up there in Walmart before we head out to the desert. And actually, we're going to the woods. Sort of. I think there's a river nearby too. Not sure. Just thinking Polly probably wouldn't be happy. It's more desert woods, but I think there is a river up there. I'm always thinking, would Polly be happy with this place? We all know she loves the woods and rivers, and she got to have both. Well, that would spoil it. It ain't the Havasu. It's I'm not gonna say. We'll let it be a surprise to everybody. I found, if you remember, it's probably the best way to do it. Because we have, people don't really like what we do, sitting here listening to us too. So, yeah, we'll leave that a mystery for now. It ain't that I don't trust you. Just saying. There's Who knows? Gina Colvin Hill could spell check her name in here if y'all misspell it at any time. She has before. Fucking never knows in my chat. And I do know this. At least one of their agents is always in our chat. So, yeah, we'll just be surprised. We're going back to sleuth mode until Monday when we roll out. And when we roll up there, I'll be like, all right, here we are. Let's see who's home. But I do want to call them because it's quite a trip. I don't really have a whole lot of fucking change for running around for nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be wasting what I got if nobody's going to be there. So I want to make sure someone's going to be there when we get there. So don't carve it in stone. But I want to go there Monday. We'll see if we can. Either way, I'm filling up with shit on Monday morning and calling. At a decent business hour. Try to wait after 9. But it may be Tuesday. Because, I mean, even if we left at 9, which ain't going to happen, we'd get up there about 1. But knowing how call aheads go, they're probably going to want to set an appointment. So we'll see what happens. I have a good feeling we're going to go. Just because of the way this happened and lined up. I was like, okay, this is too easy. You mean the Navy map? The one everyone passes around? That static map that shows all the flooding and stuff? Or are you talking about a hollow earth map? Yeah. I'll just say this much. I don't know how accurate that is. Might be. But keep in mind that is a static map. And that means that all that motion that made it look like that stopped. And then they drew the map. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be anywhere near any of those fucking borders thinking, oh, I'm going to just... Yeah. You might want to take a vacation and come back later and see if it's left. Because we're going to be doing a lot of sloshing around for that fucking map to happen. So, you know, the safest place in the world is your frequency. Every legend I've ever read says something about your frequency, your vibration, your
attitude, the frequency at which your soul is emitting is very important. There's going to be crazy events going on. We're supposed to be switching suns. That's one of the things that's going to happen here. Mother wants to go back to her original son, Ra, her father. He's an ultraviolet sun. How do I know this is really the first sun? Besides what they wrote on the walls of Egypt about Isis being fucking Ra's kid? Well, let's begin with your pineal gland. That thing's an ultraviolet sensitive organ in the middle of your head, hooked up to your ocular nerves with the very same shape as that magnetic signature on my thumbnail, which happens to belong to an ultraviolet sun. That's all I think I need to say. Your biology screams that's your original sun. And that's good enough for me. So there's more points, but point set, that's the plan. And I'm cool with that, because that would put us in our full energy of design and bring us back up to around 11 to 14 foot tall. The vegetation on the planet's going to completely change. All these crystalline plants have been laying around in dirt since the so-called fallen angels cut down the big trees. They're going to be sprouting all over the place. How fast do they grow? I don't know. Bigger and faster than a fucking regular tree, I'm betting. They're crystal. The flooding happened because, well, there's a couple of reasons. The first big shift, the Cretaceous boundary, wasn't really a flood. What happened is we got caught in the void after a big planetary explosion. We got caught in the void that caused, the Lagrange point. That's the day we switched from Ra to Set over here on this little white sun that we're on. Our polarity changed because it's the sun that dictates your spin and your orientation in space in your Lagrange point. And Mom's magnet stays stable. What happened when we hit that Lagrange point after an accident, we didn't have time to magnetically brake to slow it down before we changed polarity. So we started spinning instantly the opposite direction as fast as we're spinning now, I mean, in our direction. If you look at the Cretaceous boundary, of course, we were spinning the other direction, and everything went sideways because we did a burnout in a Lagrange point by accident. Mom almost killed all of her stewards. She feels that in her heart. It was an accident. It wasn't her fault. But you know how it is. She kind of feels a little guilty for that. This time, we've got magnetic braking going on. Hence the king tides kicking up. The fucking Cherenkov radiation thick as soup in your sky. Because I know it's not just mine. When the magnetic braking really kicks in and we go slowing down, that's going to be trumpets in the sky. It's going to be the great and terrible day of the Lord when this Cherenkov parts and you start looking at the planets surrounding us because they're so close. They're pushing us out of the magnetic Lagrange point onto the blue sun as it passes us on its way to perihelion. Now, if we remain in the position we're in, we're in between the three suns. Not a good spot. We have to roll behind that blue sun that's coming up behind us, or Mom's vapor. So I know that's not going to happen. They've been working at this for a few years, and they're good at it. I've seen it on the walls where they successfully change boats. Is that king standing there with the staff, red or blue? That's whatever sun came back. That boat full of people, that's the planets that came with it that time. Sometimes they change in the boat. Peru and Giza, you can look at, they got the same boat. In Peru, the boat, though, is literally formed with people. And there's people standing on people boats. Mesoamerica just got real fancy with this shit. Look at the plumes on Roz and Horus's head, the angry red brother. Quetzalcoatl and his angry red brother. Yeah, that's... Anyway. The Great Flood was an Anunnaki thing. That's a completely different event. That was in Lil. As far as I can tell, from Ishkapikin. I'm gonna go by Ishkapiki in his reed hut. He said anything he couldn't drown out by cutting the levees, fucking with the moon, he burned and slashed and killed. So it wasn't just a flood. According to the Noah character in the original tales, it wasn't just a flood. But and then correlating across the world, the Dogons, there's the Aboriginals or the original people in Australia, I don't care what you want to call them. Those people hold tradition of two brothers. One version is two brothers that drug the moon here and used it against us to flood the planet. And I'm pretty sure it's the Dogon that actually named Enki and Enlil as the two brothers that brought the fucking moon here, used it as a flood. So it's not a Mesopotamia tale about the flood. And there's a lot more detail about the flood than the Bible allows. Coming out of the cuneiform, which is Bible original books, the canon, where Constantine and them got their fucking information out of. And Hebrew, Old Hebrew, Hasidic teachings. The third language out of the cuneiform. Oh man, it's all so fucking insane. The whole detail that you get in the cuneiform is insane. You see, it's not a boat. They made a damn submarine that could toss and turn and go under all this. And it wasn't the animals they had on the boat. It was the DNA to all essence of life on Earth. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, so that explains how you got all that shit in the Ark. Crazy. And people hold this, and I always single out the Bible. It's not just the Bible. It's the Bible and the Quran. They're post-production of the fucking cuneiform, and they're the same moon god and storm god. That's who we're looking at. It's Nanar Sin and fucking Enlil. And then we got Baal, the LDS church. All these players are still in action today. And You can see them through all their symbology. Who's who and what's what. If you do read the cuneiform. And it's like, oh my God. Now I get it. Yeah, they're still playing the same game. They're still here. They never left. They just wanted us to think they did. They destroyed everything around that we made. All these amazing monolithic fucking mesas and big mountain peaks that we made here. Just so they could move in underneath them. Yeah, they say a lot of stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I've met people out here that arrived in a mist and they hold the secret to getting back in their teepee. I understand. I help them understand how to get back home. Looking at their teepees and understanding what those poles meant. I was like, oh my God, dude. Merkaba, baby. Interstellar travel. The power of the human being to be able to haul back 20 to 25 individuals and create a convergence like a black hole, for lack of a better word, that you can walk through with a straight heart into another planet and form in that mist. Therefore, you can live on that planet because you're formed in that Schumann frequency. That's why they had problems when they came here. Planet Heaven's Schumann frequency is nowhere near Earth's Schumann frequency. It's 4 times bigger than Earth. Speed of light. Yeah. You're looking at, I don't know, 3.6 hertz. That's well beyond the parameters of 0.5 hertz to start affecting poorly life. That's a fail-safe Creator put into this existence. It's just there. You can't come here mechanically and stay. You have to do it right. Then you can stay. Simple as that. There are planets out there that are overpopulated because everybody gets along. They're doing their job. Everything's harmonious. It's not impossible. So they create love circles, community circles, and they send them off to other places to help or to populate. The universe is always growing. And the soul recycling has been robbing creation of our soul juice. Creator needs the prodigal children back to help grow the universe. We throw our little spark that He gave us as an atom, and we work our way up to a sun, then some, on the ladder of creation. The Creator takes a little bit of that and grows the rest of the universe. Says, thanks, go take a Mai Tai. Figure out what you need done in your next class. But we haven't been able to do that because they set a little shield up around this system. And it recycles souls, not just men's souls. All souls, all matter, all atoms. They tried to usurp creation, and they got caught in their own machine. Yeah, hi Lily. I guess it is kind of dark, isn't it? Mike just sent me a message. I'll be right back. Let me see what he says. Alright, I'm back. So, I put the fucking what you call it, the support arm on Christine's van today. Her back tire went because her upper A arm gave out. Well, I put that on there today, straightened out her back tire for her and shit. I guess she charged up her battery a little bit, enough to jump or get it started, and then drove down to Mike's. That wasn't enough to charge it up. She's sitting down there and did that. Or Mike's on his way back here with our gas. Well, I can't. It ain't my truth. I ain't no, it ain't mine. I found it. It's there. I started out with "we're all gonna die." It's not the best message in the world, but it's what I had. You know, I gotta tell you, exchanging spittle with senators is an experience. Exchanging spittle and losing the argument over the fucking value of human life is traumatizing. Truly. It obviously affected me in a great manner. I'm sitting in a goddamn RV for 4 years, running around trying to tell people, warn them what I know. Hi, Glenn. You said she's down at your house with a dead daughter. I was like, oh my God, oh my.
Oh,
chilly out there. Pull out the generator and see. Sounds great.
You're a baby girl. You're a baby. You're crazy.
You need a couple things done. Before I can make dinner.
Okay.
Poor kid.
Drop kick the clutch.
Drop kick the clutch.
Drop kick the blushy, please.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Look at it.
Drop kick butter.
Hi, little girl.
Blushy. Maybe. Don't bring him any attention. Not right now. Not yet.
He's a dog. All over. Okay. Let's see. You know what time of year it is, don't you? Oh yeah. Christmas candy time. A few, huh? That's pretty good. Unfortunately, this isn't hemp. I'm in a legal state. It's kind of hard to get a hold of.
Blaming Chico.
It's all Chico's fault.
Fuck Chico. Why do you hate him so much?
Cheers anyway, though.
Mmm.
It's been a little while since. Well, I've been seeing your comments, but you and Glenn ain't talked in a long time. It's been a while since you've been in here, yeah. I ain't been doing much special anyway, just blowing glass. Still ain't doing much special now. I'm just sitting around. Like the rest of you watching the world fucking catch on fire. I getting so goddamn aggravated, I was sitting around thinking about shaving. I was like, no, you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Cheers. You don't want to hit this, do you?
Mike,
God damn it. I was wanting to shoot.
out the window.
Did you just light the stove? Is that what you were doing? No.
Wasn't wanting to light. Turn it off. We have trouble.
I know. Get up, Mom. I don't like the words you just said.
It's not from that thing. I just overheated the little physical cutting system indicator before it even turned on the program.
That has to be on. As soon as I saw that, I was like, boy, turned off the fucking propane. Oh man, it works now.
Sugar does.
What are you doing? Look at her. She's like, I don't know. I'm gonna lay down though. I stopped. It's my nipple. I was like, whoa. It's a little too far there, old girl.
Look at her. She don't know what she was doing.
I know she had no idea.
She smells funny in here. Look at her.
Just stop following that nose around so much. I know, right?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but you think absolutely freaking out. Fucking
Snoopy, Snoopy, Snoopy.
fucking
Up your armpit hole.
I know.
Sniff your nipple.
Sitting there trying to light the stove, and she goes up my armpit hole, starts fucking sniffing my nipple. I was like, what the fuck?
I just watched her come up to you. I thought she was gonna like lick you or something.
Yeah, I did too. And the next thing I know, she's invading me. She's violating me.
Suddenly.
Suddenly. Yes. It's a sudden violation.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Mm. I got some 1,000 milligram gummies. I never eat the whole thing. Only if I need it too. I just take like a chunk of that shit. They're pretty big gummies, but 1,000 milligram. So it kind of gives you room to tear some off and take a little bit at a time. And they are hemp, so they help. Help a lot. I know, and she's a puppy. She found herself in new territory. What's in here? I'm like, wasn't quite ready for that one. I was still tackling the stove. That thing wouldn't light. I was like, looked at the fridge, it was off. And I was like, oh. Turned off the propane sensor, and it shuts down all the propane if that fucking thing ain't working. I hope that thing works all winter. Without it, the water don't get hot, and this motherfucker get cold. But I like the fact that it's on there. Safe. Shut that shit down real quick if anything goes wrong. I can't see much out here with the lights on. There seems like there's always somebody out here doing acrobatics. And Mike seems a little suspicious about the plateau neighbors over here on the army base. He's caught them sending out drones and shit. I'm like, huh. One of them's a Marine, one of them's Air Force. And it used to be an Air Force Marine base up there with the bio lab. So, oh, what's going on over there? Are you cooking stuff? Huh?
Still preheating.
Oh, yeah, he ain't cooking shit. Oh, poor little girl. She's so confused.
You got your bowl? Flush.
Like I went out earlier, told him, I said, it's supposed to rain. I'm gonna pull up on the rocks before it does. So I got out there, moved the generator, and did the fucking light, and the fucking cords and all that shit. Got her ready outside. Come in, he's still sitting in the same spot. I was like, boy, the fuck are you doing? Told you we're leaving. Thanks for the help. He was like, oh, I didn't hear you. What were you listening to exactly? Not me, right? Fucking kids. We were having a conversation, a full-on conversation. I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I turned off this one just so I could see if I could see any loop lights, but I can't see shit with that light flashing on the windshield. Even though I cleaned my windshield. Mine, not his. Not Chico's. I didn't clean Chico's windshield. One kiff broke. Man, I ain't even touching that shit. He lost the whole conversation. Like I said, I came back in, he was set right back down in the spot he was at in the first place. It was like, not a curtain drawn. I was like, dude, I did the hard part. What the fuck? It never rained anyway. Fuck it. We're still on the rocks. And we're tilted the other way so the fridge is more likely going to work better. When we tilt that way, it doesn't work very good.
It works.
It works. It stays cold.
Yeah.
Well, clean her back this way.
And then the freezer freezes it.
Well, especially if we're going to be on the rocks, because if we were on the rocks, we would have been tilted the other way real bad. I want my refrigerator to stay cold. Know your RV. It helps.
No.
Lily says I should beat on you. Isn't that what you said? Let me read that. Are those noise canceling headphones?
No.
See, he just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't listen to Dad. He's, whatever's going on in them little earbuds. He ain't got no noise canceling. And we was literally having a conversation about it. Standing up at one point, and I don't know what I was thinking. I thought he was on his feet to do stuff. Then I got doing stuff and realized later that no, he was just on his feet because he hadn't sat down yet. See where I was wrong. See my mistake. Yeah. Fucking. I'm doing good, Jet. How you doing? Slap him, maybe. It's only simple assault now. Fuck, he's 21.
Get that flashy.
All those times you just want to take your belt off and beat the shit out of a little kid. It's just simple assault now. Treading on thin ice. Nah, he's a good kid. But yeah, he's got a listening problem.
It's not all Kip's fault, Chuck.
Weather and the weather. Same. I catch myself getting caught up in the wind drifts sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta throw shit at them. Put them on the corner. Make them think about it.
I got
It usually happens when I'm trying to do 15 things and I'm not, I don't know, double checking, ask. Because I have a habit of being like, did you hear that? You know, that usually, but I didn't do that this time. I just saw his mouth moving and his feet doing stuff, and I was like, all right. Rain, horrible mud, moving, smells like rain, looks like rain. I'm doing it now. Come back, he's like, I didn't know you was doing it now. I was like, at least he heard part of it. I got you. Exactly. That's fucked up. Yep, that run. That's what was going on. It had me fooled. It had me bedazzled. Oh shit. Last couple of days I found myself getting caught up in the hemp thing. Because, as you know, I take it kind of personal. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I was like, So I started getting on my little socials, talking to people I usually don't. Haven't in a while. A couple of them. Ended up blocking one. He's gonna talk to him again. Anyway, I think the hemp thing is heinous, but we got a year, and for what I understand, they're probably going to suspend it on Monday because it actually wasn't supposed to be in there. Is the excuse I'm getting back? I'm hoping they're right. But knowing what they're up to, I don't know, man. But it still gives us a year, which also tells me we're going to see this whole wing thing go through and it's still going to be legal. Because this is happening within these next 12 months. Seen it 15 years on our side. Now what? We're supposed to be switching planets over here. They're switching sons this year. And it sure looks like they're on track for it. What's up, gringo? How's your mom? Yeah, it wasn't on anyone's radar. I think it caught most of the Senate off guard too, to be honest, from what I'm looking at. I think they're going to suspend it on Monday. There's a lot of pushback already happening. And 505 pages. And in the back of that, in the legislation in North Carolina, became the Farm Bill, set precedents for the federal. And I know they used some of the wording. Either way, they don't want that information coming out. And it'll get in court. And because there's a reason they can't make it illegal anymore. Because they made it illegal because they made it patriotic to murder for oil. Period. It wasn't Anslinger. It wasn't the fucking DuPonts. It was the fucking military industrial machine. We signed contract with the Crown Vatican D.C. Corporation, 1871. We had the Civil War over it. Then fucking they had to figure out how to get us to war. Tell them others that we're going to establish 180 nations with the puppet president answerable to the Pope, with the finances to the crown. Wasn't working in test groups. They literally had to get rid of the fuel, so we had to make the fuel inaccessible, so we had to fight for it, for the nation. They literally did that. Because hemp burns better in our tanks than gasoline. We were pouring gasoline in the day back into the ocean because it was a fucking unneeded byproduct from fucking crude. You can look all this shit up. We were running the stuff. That's why they put up prohibition to illegalize the methanol that goes into the fucking tanks, not the ethanol that we're using. The shit that they were making out of hemp runs better. It lubricates your engines. It doesn't gum them up. Runs better. You get better gas mileage, all kinds of shit. And more miles per engine because it lubricates your engine as it is used. It cleans the air. The more you drive, the cleaner the air gets. Because the plant sucks out more carbon than the fucking exhaust out of your pipe. I mean, this was my main, okay, fine, Angel, I'll do it. But they're not going to legalize it because it's the one that goes in the tank. It's the reason marijuana's illegal. I'd already done my homework. So I put it in the writing. I put it in the legislation. And it passed 42-2. I'd say I got the point across. There's a reason this shit was made illegal, and it's a fucking heinous crime against humanity. And that's why they ain't supposed to be able to fucking take that away again. But nobody's put it in their tanks. They keep putting it in their pipes, which, hey, you know, what works? Keeps peace. It is good for the body. I think it's the actual medicine that the body needs rather than, like I said, unfortunately, I'm smoking pot. I'd rather be smoking hemp. What are you gonna do? Hemp's legal still for the next year, but I'm in a legal state for weed, and it's hard to get a hold of fucking hemp in that situation. Fucked up. Yeah, water works, but you have to have a hell of an electrolysis system going on and a hydrogen burner instead of a carburetor and all kinds of modifications. You don't need to modify your truck or your car to pump hemp gas into it. It runs better than gasoline in a gasoline engine. And the pyro burners that we cook the crude in they would convert the hemp into fuel real quick, so you don't even need much of a changeover for those. Jack Hare drew up the plans in The Emperor Wears No Clothes. I used to help the guy. Angel guilted me. She said, "Make Jack's dream come true." I was like, that was the last word she had to say. I was like, okay. She knows me. She's known me for 30 years. You know. Blame Angel. Blame his Aunt Angel. Ain't my fault. She started this. She's a thesaurus. She knows how to structure your sentences in paragraphs and replacing words for better words. All that fun stuff. She kept making me rewrite that shit for her. I was like, I have some corrections here.
Sugar.
I'm sure Kay corrected it too. I don't know. Davis' sister was his personal assistant. So she read everything I presented. Kip, why are you over here barking at me? Because he's deaf and blind. Now he's barking in the bedroom. He's funny. Ford built the car complete out of hemp. Ran it on hemp. And beat it with hammers. Didn't dent it. Kind of like a Saturn. Remember them Saturns? They used to hit them with a hammer. Bing, bing. Can't dent it. Henry Ford did that a long time ago. Glad y'all caught up.
Sugar.
These motherfuckers, man. They'll make you believe anything. If they can't make you believe it, they'll fucking kill you. And then make people believe you shot yourself in the back of the head 32 times in suicide. I don't know how they do it. So it shouldn't surprise me that they made old Teflon Don into some kind of fucking businessman Republican when he's been a Democrat shoulder to shoulder with fucking Bill and Hillary all my life. What cave y'all been in? Hollywood don't make the man.
Sugar.
Standalone, he's one of the biggest con men this nation's ever put out. He's stolen the land that his West Palm Beach what's she doing?
She's biting Kip.
Well, where's her rope?
Sugar. She had it. She dropped it to bite Kip.
Redirect the animal. If you would, please. Did you put shrimp on a plate?
No. Threw it on the ground.
Did you put it in the oven?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, I threw it on the ground.
Is that what you were doing back here a minute ago? 5 minutes ago?
Look.
That's what I thought. We don't have no red sauce, do we? You stopped me in mid-sentence and I forgot what I was talking about. It happens. Like, what the fuck is the house shaking for and freaking out over here is Sugar? No, she's eating Kip. She chews on the plushie sometimes. Oh, she's playing tug of war now. Oh, Donald.
Yep.
I'm sure they have a couple of body doubles. Well, I can't wait until they roll out Epstein. Motherfucker ain't dead. Where's all this Epstein information coming from? His estate. Rolling over the entire government. There's like 600 Republicans on that list. Donald's having the Democrats investigated. There's probably as many Democrats. I'd like to see them all hanged personally. Don't fuck with kids. I'm not a big fan. I don't give a fuck what color party you're in. You're out. In my book. Start fucking with kids, you're out. And a 15-year-old is a kid. You see me with a 15-year-old? What's that look like? It's Donald on his fucking yacht. Motherfucker was 30, maybe 40, taking the fucking Miss Teens out there in the 70s and 80s on his yacht out of New York. Miss Teen USA pageant contestants with international businessmen out on a yacht. There's a lot of settlements paid over decades, and some of them are still working for him. Kirk's wife, Miss Arizona, Miss Teen USA. Is it a coincidence that a couple years ago her fucking Angel Foundation got kicked out of fucking, where is it, Bosnia or wherever she was, stealing kids for NATO bases, military bases, which is right there and is on record for our moving children. It's in the military records, actually, in all newspapers and all kinds of stuff around there too. Just not here. They're bringing it forward, though. The whole thing's gonna come crashing down in huge flames. And this is a good way to do it. Everybody's been gunning for the fucking child porn ring of the elites. You're looking at it. The head is the president. He's always been the head. Jeffrey is small potatoes. When Jeffrey met him, he was a failed businessman too. Donald was already moving girls for 20 years. I don't know who needs a fucking Epstein list. I showed you a couple videos ago the actual search results for what, Donald Trump, 14-year-old Miss Teen USA in the 80s on his yacht taking cruise, something like that. Something just simple, but you have to know what you're looking for to find it. It's there. It's the fuck there all over the place. It was big fanfare back in the day. Literally, that was the thing. That was what the rich and famous were doing. I remember. Sure, some of you do too. You're old enough to. The CPS and yes, Jet. CPS moves more children than I've ever seen. Yeah, and here's your fingerprints, I'll tell you. That ain't Epstein. Not that death photo. That ain't him. It took me 5 minutes. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Look at that. I made a video. Then they took down the channel because of mRNA. And my warning about that being in the bovine bioweapon field for 30 years. That's the only thing I was talking about. Definitely wasn't giving medical advice. Just showing what was going on in bioweapon bovine industry. Got hit hard. I would say she is the tie-in, yeah. She would move girls between people, kind of like a handler. She definitely isn't a clean whistle, that's for sure. Um, but yeah, Jeffrey himself was just a fucking pervert that ran into Donnie and figured out how to make some money. And the funny thing is, they act like Epstein is the one that has the dirt on these people, and that's also not the truth. Your elite get in these little parties, and they all do something heinous. Because the more bullshit you got on somebody, the more you can trust that motherfucker. So they get together and do all kinds of fucking little rituals and bullshit that they do, just so they have equal dirt on each other. That's the way it works. If you're not willing to do the dirt, you're not trusted. You're a 32nd degree, and that's where you're going to stay your whole life. And you won't be trusted. You won't know the secrets. That's the way it goes. You're not in the club. You're not willing to do this, that, and the other thing with the same people that you're fucking trying to be with, because they can't trust you. Period. That's the way the elites work, like it or not. And they're playing these fucking... Dude, look at the cabinet. They're all moving to military bases. Are your senators? No. None of these lower... I'm telling you, they want politicians hanging from the light poles. That kind of civil war. They want it. And the inner cabinet moving on to military bases individually isn't an accident. It isn't a coincidence. And it ain't because they like military that much. They're hiding from you already. Where's the toughest place to get on? A military base under, God damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an A. It's not acquisition, it's not fucking, God damn it. What's the president's decree of civil war? I can't fucking remember. It starts with an A. It's an act that he can take that takes over all the military in the United States. I can't think of it. But that, he's gonna do this. The courts and shit are gonna stop him from doing what he wants. MAGA's gonna flip out and he's gonna fucking do this. About time the pictures of him and Bill show up. I bet you there's pictures of Bill sucking someone off too. If there's a picture of Donnie sucking someone off. They all sucked each other off. That's how it works. I just explained that to you. Literally. What's up, Gravel? How you doing? Yeah, there's emergency. No, this is, God damn it. Give me a second. I keep coming up with the Insurrection Act. That's not the one I expect him to invoke, though. I can't find the one I'm looking for real quick without losing signal. I'll think of it. I'll think it'll come to me. What's up, Gravel? How you doing? Good to see you, dude. I had to change the fan clutch in this motherfucker, man. I didn't take out the radiator either. I got up in there and quarter inch turned them motherfuckers. Got them out of there, and it was a pain in the ass, but I got her done. Got her done. Tight as a motherfucker. They gave me a aftermarket one with slots. Every 5 miles I was pulled over, getting another little quarter turned on that thing because it kept wanting to fucking center up a little better. I was like, fuck, better check this motherfucker every time I turn it on. It was only 4 bolts holding that thing on. They was good and tight, but you know, once you turn that motherfucker on, it wanted to loosen up a little bit. And it don't do that no more. I got her centered in there good and tight. So it took a whole day of fucking stopping every few miles to get her there, though. Yeah, exactly. Perseverance. We got her done. Missing you. How are you and Geraldine? Hopefully well. I'll have this kid roll out my generator here soon. Boy, you gonna help me? Good. Nice. Hi, Geraldine. Well, I didn't blow a tire. I sat and let a tire go flat. Which reminds me, I gotta fucking check that motherfucker again. It's looking a little flat. Dude, I can't even budge these lug nuts. I got a big thing that fits over them, and then a bar that goes in between them, and then so I put a big breaker bar on the end of that thing, and it's bent. I was like, didn't even pop the lug, dude. So shit. So I'm gonna have to take it to the shop, give me some tires on the back, or have them fixed. It's got good tread. It calls for 110 pounds of pressure. I'm putting like 50, 60 in it and calling it lunch. It's holding good, it looks good. But, man, 110 pounds pressure is just a little much for me to trust these fucking tires with. The front ones, they're pumped up. They got 90 or 100 in them. But the back ones, 2 of them, I think are 40-pound tires, so I gotta make sure which one I'm putting the fucking shit in. I want to have them all the same kind of shit. I don't know why in the hell I would have such high pressure tires on this fucking vehicle. Yeah. On this left rear anyway. I know the front ones are 12-ply and they're regroovable. They're like big bus tires. One of them's got a little bit of bounce. I'm not sure if it's coming from the back or the front. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the front. It's hard to tell. But it sat forever, so the tires were flat when I got the damn thing, and it always had a little bit of bounce. All the tires got air in them now. And still got a little bit of bounce. Something's out of balance. With these big ass tires, I'm not sure what. But, I know this one, I had fake hubcaps on it, and they had the little nut that you fill the Well, the fucking hubcap come loose and wanted to cut the tire. Or it was getting ready to cut the tire, so I took the fucking hubcap off. I tried to fix it, but it's all bent. I was like, man, fuck that shit. Took it off, put it in there, took both the front and the back off. But it had the extenders on the fucking air valve, and the one got loose, started leaking. That's why it went flat. So I tied it up. It didn't work, so I took it off. Still seems to be leaking a little bit. So I just pumped it up about 60 pounds and left it, because the tire sits there and makes noise at me. It's like, I'm like, yeah, that's enough. 110 pounds my ass. I've got some good tires on here, but I don't know how good the back ones are. The front ones, they seem like they're new. The back ones they've got really good tread on them, but I know one of them is showing dry rot. And there's one on the inside, I think on that side. Not much, just a couple little, enough. You know, I don't go very fast. But those are holding air like a motherfucker. So is the inside one over here. It's just this outside one that has a slow leak. I think it's the valve stem. I don't think it's the tire. I don't know. I'll have to have it checked. But I figure when I have it checked, they're going to have to break them lugs to get that tire off. I can't. I'm hoping that ratchet will do it. I've got one, but I don't have that size fitting. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm gonna have to take my lug wrench in and see if, I'm sure they have one that'll fit my drive, but still, I had a fucking breaker bar on that thing. I don't think no hammer or ratchets. I don't know. I have high hopes they'll get it off at the tire shop across from Walmart, because they're pretty cheap. They got used tires sometimes too. So that's my plan. And take care of that, all that Monday, getting stuff and getting ready to. We like I said, we still might head up Monday. I'm gonna try and get a hold of another tribe up here that we haven't seen yet. I'm putting off with the other. I think it's a good time to see them. Most of the weight's on the side. Not really right here. Kinda. Well, I have residency here where I'm at this very spot. But the mail is a little different. Mike doesn't have a key. See? So my mail goes to Paul's house. And that's kind of awkward. Well, Paul and Cheyenne are a thing now, and Mike and Cheyenne used to be a thing, and they're neighbors. So it's awkward. I got my plates from Paul. I don't want any more mail coming. there personally. Sorry. I will update you when I can. I have a physical address but no mailing address right at the moment. Yeah, I have a 3/4 impact. So I'm saying I'll get one that fits it, but mine's a battery impact. I think they're gonna need a full-on fucking air impact to get them fuckers off. Or a tow truck. I don't know what it's gonna take to break them bolts off of there. Seamus and I couldn't do it with a breaker bar. I was like, damn, dude, we'll drive it up on a ramp. This is what I came up with, because I got ramps. But we'll drive it up on a ramp on the inside tire, and it's going to relieve the pressure on that outside tire, and hopefully I'll be able to make a bead. Ding ding. So we're driving around on that tire still. It's fixed. It's got air in it, because I'm a goddamn genius sometimes. Simple as that. I thought it was a good idea. It worked. I got heat. Got a brand new 7,700 mile. Well, it's got 12,000 miles on it now that we drove back and forth fucking twice to come and get the tags. We've almost doubled the mileage just getting the tags on this fucking thing. I'm like, God dang it, dude. It's crazy. Anyway, we're here. We got tags. For 5 years.
Halloween 20.
Well, the next fun thing is my license expires next year on my birthday. So, oh yeah, no, I have to have a birth certificate by then, and I haven't figured that avenue out yet. Shy of going there and putting in a petition for, I don't know how to do that, because I'm a special case.
I'm sorry, my birth certificate's fucking redacted.
Yeah, my birth certificate's heavily redacted, even when I get it. So. Yay me, I'm special.
I mean, that's a pretty fucking special case. Dude.
Great.
How many people can say that?
Well, I found out by, I was with your mom, and I needed my damn birth certificate, and I decided it'd be a good idea to go to the hospital I was born in, which is in Glendale. That would be East LA County Hospital. So, 10 aggravation levels later, I'm driving to Sacramento. Apparently they send all adoptions to Sacramento. So I'm like, oh. So it's official, I was adopted then. At 32 years old. That's how I found out I was adopted. And then I got my birth certificate back, and the whole thing's black. I don't know who my dad is. It doesn't tell me who my mom is. It's fucking just their names.
Right?
And I'm all like, yeah, I'll take a couple.
I mean, like, what? For crimes, assaults?
Gee, offenders. Well, I know why it's redacted now. I wasn't only adopted, I was a product of rape. So there's crime involved in my birth. So, it would actually take another court action to have it unredacted for me to know. So, I've never taken that step. tend to. And being as how we're where we are in time, I think my license is going to last plenty long. Yeah, I don't think we have a full year. It's there ain't no way. Not with what they're doing, and not with the way fucking Iswal's looking and all this shit, and the fucking everything says this is the year. So 15 years, and then this is the year we switch sons and do all that crazy shit. So I have no reason to doubt it. I think my license is gonna be all right. If it gets close to the time, I'll worry about it then. It's tough, Jet. I can actually be denied from a birth certificate. They'll most likely redact it, though, like they did last time. Now, one thing I might be able to do, I gotta look. I think I know where the papers might be. If not, they might be in there. Or they might have gotten left behind. I got my DD-214 somewhere. That's a second form of ID, so I could get my license here in Arizona with my Colorado ID with this, and then have it for 5 years. So I'm going to try to do that before I leave Arizona. I haven't looked through any of my papers yet. I just found them the other day. Some of them. I know part of his custody papers are in the one I'm sitting on. Yeah, the DD-214 will work. I've already talked to him about it. When I got the plates for this thing. I'm looking at avenues already. I'm just saying, you know, there is that coming up. But facing reality, I don't expect to actually be anything but Mad Max Thunderdome shit going on in the next year. License is going to be the last thing you're worried about. So I'm kind of looking at it like that. I do have avenues, though, I'm going to explore. I've been wrong before. But I don't think I'm wrong this time. All signs indicate it's definitely going to be this year. I said, it ain't just Germany. Europe is conscripting their 18-year-olds. We're going to get 20 minutes notice. Now you notice nobody's really talking about Iran and Israel and the fact that Turkey just marched into Syria and is sitting nice and comfy in Damascus with a whole fuck ton of armory and missiles. I've been told when Damascus goes, that's when I get him to a safe zone. And we're a few hours out from being hit by 3 nations. We will launch back. ensuring Putin's safe in his bunker too. That's how it's going to play out. I'm giving you that detail like I gave you pulmonary hypertension. That's the one I have. Homing pigeons. I wouldn't want to be in their bunker. They ain't coming out of nothing. They've been sold out too. Think about who we were dealing with here. This isn't the Pope. This isn't Donald Trump. This is motherfucking Enlil and Enki and the family. They don't want a bunch of uppities running around. Bunkers ain't holding. They'll hold them in the water that boils them to death. They'll be dead before the fucking 3-tone strike. That was why I refused the bunker in the first place. I saw them eating each other. The lights flashing on and off. I don't like the dark holes. I'm like, no, I'll take my chances up here. You know these people are going to fucking hang you when they find out that you knew and you didn't warn them. And then they started thinking that I was afraid of you hanging me. And I started explaining how safe it would be. They made it worse. I was like, oh fuck. Really? I had already planned out bunkers to put cisterns in, and bunkers for the buffalo rations, and tent cities for the people. I'd already fucking figured out all kinds of plans and shit that we could have done. After I stood down, I went to the sheriffs and shared those plans with them. And in North Carolina, I know they have bunkers with cisterns of water that they keep fresh. I couldn't do that in every state. I only had 3 days to do that before I got the call from the state capitol police chief explaining to me Davis had tried to have him arrest me 3 times. That night, Seamus and I left North Carolina for Texas. It was a very exciting night. I was like, oh shit. I think it was the emails that pissed him off the most. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I'm about to say, if you are worried, you still got homework to do. You're fucking amazing in the difference in this situation. And in this clubhouse, I need you to know everything I do. Which means you need to get over my post section. I've posted maybe 8 videos that you need to watch. After that, you're on your own.
Sugar.
You're teaching me after that. Oh, I know. The bunkers are fucking 50 to 60 years old. Or older in some cases. Yeah, Todd, I didn't want anything to do with that fucking hole they offered me. I didn't feel that it would make Seamus safe at all. And they told me 3/4 dead. I was like, well, that leaves 1/4 of us. 100% of you are going to fucking drown in boiling water, climbing over each other. 1/4 of us will live. I'll take my chances up here. That was before I knew anything. I was just crunching the numbers. Like, I don't want to be with these people. They're planning on fucking selling out humanity for a hole in the ground. That's fucked up. You have personally met some of the players. It's like, why is Bill Gates over here? Or his lesser known, fucking more influential partner. Didn't I see that guy on the fucking U.S. Senate floor talking about Napster spyware and how great it is? Why is he talking to me? Mm-hmm. The omnipresent frequency is attached right to the creator. They can usurp material and souls, but creator's still in touch and in charge of every fucking atom. I don't know what these fuckers were. I know what they were thinking. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. They were thinking wrong. Best case scenario, they fix it. They're obviously smart. They can figure out how to harness souls. Fly from planet to planet. But they're missing something. Something I read on a wall that they said they couldn't read. See the problem? They're missing something. I'll bet you we can help them if we get the fucking information to them. And they can be amazing too. And steward up planet heaven and get the fuck off ours. It's a very deep rabbit hole. And Lil has a house about 5 miles down. And there's quite a few of them around the globe. They're being served by naked humans. That's the way to like it. Read the cuneiform. Convince me different. It's where your missing people go. A lot of them.
God, he's a plushie.
Who's a Build-A-Bear reject?
They took your tiny
Chico,
Tim out.
don't make fun of me.
They took your tiny Tim out.
Oh,
This one has to do for now.
he looks like a panic.
Are you angry?
Yeah, he looks like Paddington with that one on.
Has he got a tick?
Hmm? Hi, little girl. Yes, you're. Is that crazy? Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh. Where'd you get me?
Look at
Where'd you get me?
I know you can't see your baby there now. Look at the camera.
That's Sparky.
Little princess.
She's gonna hump this kid now. Like, you got on a hat, I'm fucking you.
I like the hat on. Give you more,
Funny shit.
give you more attention.
He looks like Paddington Bear. You ain't even right.
That was JD that suggested that, by the way.
What, the other hat?
I didn't even come up with it.
That
JD.
hat?
That's my hat that JD came up with.
Yeah. Build-A-Bear reject boy. Mm-hmm. Plushy, all right. What the fuck did I do? My pipe?
You threw it on the ground.
My Sparky pipe? I got it. I hid it from myself.
You threw it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. You ever see them Marvel movies where Superman's just flying fist first?
It's not Marvel. It's DC.
You ever see them DC movies where Superman's flying fist first into the bad guy?
Maybe.
You gonna see it real close up. I see you on my milk again, boy.
That's it. I'm gonna get more milk.
Coming from the front seat. Motherfucking my milk.
Bite him.
You too, Chico.
Bite him.
like, what I missed?
I know.
You want the hat?
You didn't miss anything, Shug.
You want the Paddington hat?
Sniffy, 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 sniffy.
Come on up, Chica. It's just me and you smoking this pot.
No.
Fuck that little baby.
Bite him, Chico.
Fuck him. And his little fancy dinner.
You forget the
What do you want?
Paddington.
So did you use that whole bag or no? Half of it, right?
The fries?
Sure.
Oh, the shrimp. Half, third.
Okay.
No, that was the whole bag.
Well, I did the math. I figured it was 2 meals for us each. It was 4 basic meals. Which is how much we get out of the fish box. It costs the same thing.
It's got the same, doesn't it?
Well, let's switch it up. Have a little bit of sea roach. That was pretty good. I liked it. I like fish better though. You guys can't see much, I guess. Not like I can. It looks cool staring down the freeway at night. Just a bunch of people fucking going and coming and going.
Wonder if we'll be able to see the sky or light up red again.
Hmm.
On this angle.
Everybody's Mike.
Can you even do this? Yes.
Hmm?
Or is he circling around?
No, he had to go out and get another trip into town for Christine. Get some more gas.
So he's circling around. And then
He's going home. He's probably going to Christine's first, drop off the gas for the generator, and then coming back. Because I got Christine's car running today, but her battery died at his house. She didn't want a chance running it into town, have him getting stuck there. So she asked him to drive in and get him some gas. So there he went. He's been running around all fucking day.
well, you got your little Christmas candies.
Me too. Dude, I'll tell you what. There is a proximity alarm and death switch set up around that bag of Christmas candy. I don't know if it's safe for you to get near. See, you almost set it off. Hair trigger. Hair trigger.
Sugar wasn't tested. Sugar wasn't tested. Oh, sugar wasn't tested.
She's excited.
She's dancing. Oh dear. She was spicy. Oh dear.
Okay, so I guess I got everybody. Hey, what are you doing? It's not that exciting. It's not that exciting.
Clearly is.
Can't see a damn thing. She keeps blindsided. He's like, where'd you look go?
I got him. He's contained.
Uh-oh. He's done.
Contained question.
Kiss funny.
He'd start touching me, he goes plushy mode, stops moving, he'd lay down. He's like, okay, lay on me.
No.
He's a little weird.
I touch with you. Contact.
Sugar's got the rope laying all over him, like, come on, play. Yeah. Well, I mean, he can't see a fucking thing. His pupils are as big as saucers right now.
You play.
See, he's like, what's touching my butt? He's got to smell her.
Mm-hmm.
He can't even see her.
He's like, what is that? My butt?
She's black.
Wait.
What are you complaining about?
Everything. He's not getting the most attention.
What are you complaining about? No. Poor Ito. He got out of the way real quick, didn't he?
Being oppressed. Oh, flesh. Ow.
Licking is not enough.
Sugar. You're being good.
What are you doing, Ito? What are you doing, Ito? Why are you so angry, Ito? Why are you so mad? She's just pissed. Obviously.
She's been assaulted.
Down to 7% battery. I knew that was coming. He seemed like he was looking for her. For revenge. He's lost. He's convinced there's something going on. Get him, Kiff. Don't take his shit. Sugar wants a fucking bowl.
It's Kim. God.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Get off of here.
Get off here. No. What are you doing?
Chico. 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 She's upset because Kiff's getting loved now. Hi, Chico. Chico done snuck up here. Like, fuck all y'all.
You need a glove too. Have a question.
Butt liquor. Like, oh yeah, right here. Cheer the ear bone. Ear bone. Oh. Like, did I hear that?
Shoot. Chewing on his ear is not going to make it work. sugar.
She did. She did.
You know, you're feeling it.
What the fuck you do with all that water, Chuck? I know, right? Chico's like, I could use some of that. He just mounted down on his food too.
Oh,
I bet he is thirsty.
I got you.
You gonna get you some water?
I got you, kid. I did. I got you.
I can't help you. You can get down there.
No.
I know, right? Hi, Chico. She's halfway there. I know. He's like, "Did you help me? Can you help me, sir? I love you." Oh,
He's
my
good.
God.
He's good complaint now. How dare you not help me?
Excuse me, sir.
Yay. Sugar cigarette.
Sugar.
Sugar. Sugar. No. Oh. Oh. Oh, sugar. No.
My God.
She's like, I want to sniff him. How dare you? Just suddenly all excited.
There's something wrong with that dog.
Her shoe is spiky.
You know, look how big she is. I keep forgetting she's still just
She's
a
not
little-
even a year old,
I know,
really.
she's like 8 months. Just a little puppy. No wonder she does circles around herself. It's like,
She's just getting bigger. She's just about, just almost kid size.
all the way around here. She's getting girthy.
Uh-huh. She's just the size smaller, just barely.
At the hips and the shoulders, she's taller.
She's
She's
built
just got this weird
shaggy appearance.
back arch thing going on.
He's
Her back is straight. So it looks like he's bigger, but he is not bigger than
He's
her.
not.
Not anymore.
Uh-uh.
The shoulder and the hips, she's got them by an inch and a half. But he arches his back up. It's the weirdest thing. It's just the way he is.
He's just a not dog.
You can see her back's flat, and his is a
Completely
complete
arched.
arch. Real weird. He doesn't look like a dog. He looks like a little fucking puffball. He got these little shoulder puffs. It's sad, actually.
He's not he's like the dog position. He's just kind of hunched.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has a weird structure to him. More like a hyena. Which is kind of funny. He kind of looks like one. With his hairdo.
Albino.
Yeah, an albino with spot fucking hyena with his little hairdo. Look at him on the front and his side poofs and everything. He looks like a goddamn wild jackal or some shit. He sounds like Chewbacca. It's fucked up. I mean, like straight up sounds like Chewbacca. Made your Aunt Angel fool.
Chewbacca?
Yeah, I know. No, that's Kif. He's a deaf dog. He's not gonna sound right. Deaf people speak, but they don't
know what they're
pronunciate
saying.
like everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's Kif.
They don't hear what they're
He
saying.
can't hear what he's saying, so he's just out there putting it out. Sounds like Chewbacca. He's trying to talk like you.
He's a puppy. Not a real dog. He's a strange.
His son Batman. Chihuahuas are definitely special. Chico's ruled our house for many years now.
When we had him,
Of course, he calls the shots.
we had him like quite a bit through his life too.
I'm sure most of it.
I know we had most of it. I'm just saying we had a good couple years
Hmm?
without it.
I think probably 15, 16, 17, that range. Not sure. The lady, when we got him, said he was 3-ish. She wasn't sure.
I mean, with a dog like
So
him,
starting
that's
out like that, you
insanely
never
very
know.
Valuable. Probably gift.
I don't know the story. I just know she came, showed up, and offered us Chico, and Seamus and Susie both fucking shit themselves. And we had Patches at home. He's like, can we keep it? I was like, your Catalina hound dog is going to eat that thing. So I'll tell you what, we'll get her a muzzle. If she doesn't try to eat him, we'll keep him.
Sugar.
Fucking Patches. She belly crawled up to him and flipped over on her back and fucking nuzzled at him with her nose, like, play with me. And I was like, okay, let's take off the muzzle. Patches was broken and I didn't realize it.
That was the point.
At the point I started realizing there was something wrong with Patches. That dog wasn't about to hunt.
She just went through a little fucking tiny run.
Yeah, she turned into a little puppy.
Fell on her back.
fucking belly crawled so
Not
fast
even
up
really
to him.
fell. He just rolled
Yeah,
on her back.
rolled. She was like,
She's all
threw
ready
herself on
down.
the back.
Like,
Was like,
"Oh."
please, God, play with me. Little thing.
You
From that
look
day
similar
forward, they
enough
were,
to a dog. Play with me.
they were best friends. Until she'd go into heat. He would drive her nuts. That fucking poor leg of hers would get red around the kneecap where he was shoving his nose in her butt, humping her kneecap. That's all he could do. So, God, that was funny. Patches would get so mad at him, she would turn around and fucking try and hump Chico. I'm like, oh God. Fucking grab Chico. He's going nuts. Kip started that shit the other day. Chico's been following him around, humping him on the leg, and just like, oh yeah?
I'm bigger than you.
Come here, sweetheart. Fucking Chico didn't like it. He's like, where? I'm like, well, Chico, you're the one that kissed him first. Fucking dogs. I miss Patches. Fucking alcohol. Bullshit. It started killing people. I guess a dude in Jersey just died this week of it. Made the news. They said it's the first case of death. But a lot of people get to the hospital and get diagnosed. I don't know what happened with him. The third time's a charm, I guess. Gotta be careful. A lot of stuff has mammalian product derivatives and all kinds of shit in there. They're like, prevention is the best key. Wear long pants and so the tick can climb up your leg and you can't see it, right? I don't know. It's the best prevention methods we got for people. But we got flea and tick collars for dogs. Too bad Patches didn't have one on, I guess. Could have swore they had flea collars on at that point, though.
That was when she got me.
That's right. It wasn't in Virginia, it was in Pennsylvania. She got bit.
It would have been because it would have to take a little action.
I remember, that's when we found the tick.
And that's also, yeah, when we found it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Fucking, it was definitely had one spot on it. I remember. We had never heard of it at that point.
Lone Star.
It was definitely a Lone Star tick. It looked funny to me. I was like,
Why does it have a dot on it?
pull that fucking thing off of her. And we went to Virginia. That's where she died. I was feeding her beef. Hadn't quite become an epidemic at that point yet, I guess. Patches.
Very
Gibby's brother had it
Yep.
where we were staying. His brother had it. He got it, and then he ended up in the hospital. And the hospital thought it was food poisoning. Sent him home. Second time, put him in the intensive care. I hope he doesn't have a third time, because apparently it gets worse and worse. And it's all mammalian stuff. It's not just like red meat. It's mammal. Anything, milk, cream, sour cream,
Anything to do with me.
anything to do with mammal
Other than certain
products.
types of monkeys and humans.
You want to tell it? Mammals make you sick, unless you're eating human or some sorts of monkey. One or two kinds of monkey you can eat. Other than that, it's fish and chicken, which are not mammals. Yeah, I'm still alive. Talking about alpha galls, missing patches. Too bad it's hurting people, killing people now.
Seeing if the sky will light up.
Oh, are we again tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, we was talking about those too. They're not regular color. I didn't remember ever seeing anything red, or purple actually in the Bering Sea. And Sparky says, yeah, they've definitely changed colors, the auroras. I'm pretty sure because we're catching CMEs from behind is why. They're not, I don't know what's going on with the sun. I know it's sending off shit. It should be. He's got a couple of other suns coming into his neighborhood.
Just having a flashback to this one where it shows the little red
But,
wave
I
just
mean-
showing up on the front.
I'm pretty sure we're seeing a lot of the auroras coming from fucking Ra,
Probably.
because the colors have definitely changed of the auroras, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're coming from Ra. 'Cause I've never seen what we're looking at. It's like red at night, and it's not what color the aurora is. It just simply isn't that, and it never has been. I've seen them in like Ohio before too. As a kid, they were definitely not red. They were the same thing I looked at in the Bering Sea. It was just in Ohio. And Randy said they've always been green and white his whole life too, except for the last few years. He's seen some purple and reds creeping in here now. So I mean, it definitely it's changed. Comet tails started pointing the wrong direction. I keep seeing all these signs that, yeah, that black star is right the fuck up on us right now. If it's making comet tails point at the sun, we're in close proximity. Yeah, 3 suns. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not sure. Is it worse and Ra, I guess, influencing all 3 of them, I suppose.
at this point might be influencing the auroras. I keep thinking of Horus is way behind the sun. But we see him in the rain, don't we? He ain't that far behind the sun. Getting pretty close, I'd imagine. Ra's apparently getting pretty close too. That's the way they do. No. It's not something the heart can do. Yeah, no. Mike and I were talking about HAARP today. Back in the day when they used HAARP, they'd shoot out the stratospheric aerosols, and they used to roll out like a little scroll, nice and smooth, across the fucking sky, nice and smooth. And then they'd take a long wave and bounce it off of that fucker, and out of line of sight, send a signal. That's how we were using them in the Navy. Here's the problem with that now. See that nice and smooth thing? Don't do that no more. There's ripples in it. You cannot bounce a long wave off of ripples. It goes right through it. It has to be fucking nice and fucking pristine flat. You can't have ripples. It ain't working now. HAARP doesn't work just by the sheer mechanics of the way ELF works. Period. It'll go right through ripples. It'll bounce off a flat sheet. So it's not working anymore. Period. The scalar waves, those are from the suns. It's not from HAARP. HAARP doesn't do that.
Sure.
Will a Doppler radar do that? It'll show up on Doppler radar like that. Waves, scalar waves. Yes. That's not something evil and wicked. That's the way the fucking Doppler radar works. It is a microwave radar. It can send out microwaves, but not across the country. They ain't sending out fucking microwaves across the country by fucking Doppler radar. That's not what we're looking at. A lot of people want to point at the Dopplers and be like, look, there's fucking... That's not the way it works. They're not that high fucking energy. They're high frequency, but not that high energy. You can't fucking generate that kind of energy. It's a living sun's energy. We can't do that yet. I was gonna pack you some tobacco in here. I was like, wait a minute, wrong bag. Wrong bag, wrong pipe, one or two. We'll go with wrong bag, fill the pipe anyway. Well, I just had to switch bags. Little baby.
Cloudwind is pretty as fuck back in Casper.
Mm-hmm. A Texas boss lady I was talking to people back east I usually don't talk to about his hemp thing. Tried telling her what's going on. She ain't talked to him back yet. I imagine they're doing alright.
They're always busy.
Beginning to taste a lot like Christmas when they put out the filled candy. I see him at the Family Dollar, and now they cost $3.50. I was like, fuck. I'm gonna beat that child if I see his fingers getting near my candy. They fucking raised the price on my candies.
Fucking
Remember,
tariffs.
Made in America.
Fucking tariffs.
Something. Something going on.
That fucking Chinese dam. Oh.
Chinese dam. CME tilted us so our distant stars look different now.
Cow farts.
That happened this year.
Oh wait, the cows died.
I was like, wait a minute. What about the other 14? And we've been making this thing go cartwheels.
What are you talking about?
Talking about people are starting to notice. Enough people are pointing at the sky being like, look. 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 The fucking thing's doing a cartwheel.
The moon is confounded.
You know? Confounded bridge. Yeah, we've been on our side for a long time, and it definitely wasn't the Chinese dam that did it. There's more water inside the planet than 3 times the water in all the oceans. And they want to make you believe that on a planet of water, damming up a little tiny little bit like that in a little fucking lake on the map, be tilting the whole goddamn globe and slowing the rotation, by the way.
That fucking dam. What be the Chinese holding that thing?
I wonder what percent of the people actually believe that shit. That's where my mind is. How many people actually believe that shit? And even if I didn't know anything was going on, I would know that isn't what's going on. Him telling me that would make me curious. I'd be like, okay, no, but why are we slowing down? Yeah, exactly. But why are we slowing down? See, that's where I go. Like, no.
What? But why?
Are we slowing down? See that? Now we're checking. Okay, so Now, why are we slowing down?
Now there's another question. Why are you saying it's that?
But in this case, we were able to say, yeah, we're slowing down. Look at the fucking king tides and shit. Keep track. And sure as shit, fucking clocks were fucked up. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks for helping me prove it, guys. Because, I mean, where else are you going to find out? Chinese dam doing that shit. They just started that shit like last year. Started blaming the Chinese dam for everything. I was like, the fuck did Chinese dam do to you?
What kind of technology bullshit do they have in there?
It's a fucking big dam. They dammed off the South Chinese Sea. I mean, none of that makes sense when you live on all the water. You could put a dam from across the Atlantic, and I mean, seriously, I don't see us tilting because of it. If we did, I'd be really surprised. It's the best I got for you. I know it ain't that goddamn Chinese dam that told it is. Made rainbows in the sky and big earthquakes happening. And then you look at these things. I think they blamed the Indonesian quake for tilting us like half a degree on our axis or some shit. And then they said another one, big quake went off, and then the Chinese dam. So they add these things on, act like the Earth's just kind of some kind of scale out there spinning. That's it doesn't work like that. We're on one of those magnetic balls hanging out in a magnetic trap like that fucking video I could have made billions, but I give it to you freely. Show you how to orbit the planet. That's where we're at. We're in a Lagrange point. Stuck between magnetic fields. It's not gravity and centrifugal force infinitely spinning you around a fucking sun. It's not the way it works. That's terrifying. Do the math. Do the math on that shit. We should have done long time ago. Slid into the sun if that was the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Do the math. You don't exist if gravity was a thing that held us in orbit. That doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a micro vacuum
They say that
space. You're not sitting on a table to begin with.
They say the Earth needs to be pelted by asteroids in order to have formed, and then that have knocked us into out of orbit.
Yeah, the whole thing is childish.
Especially how they say the moon formed.
Yeah, it's all magnet. That sun has more than one core, one soul in it. I'm not worried about it. It'll happen. Be alright. You're a magnet.
It's magnet forces.
You're a magnet in a flesh suit, in a magnet field, being supplied by motherfucker that controls every atom at 1748 hertz. When a motherfucker got control like that, he can stop time and make sure his fucking plan goes right. And then you start it again. I wouldn't worry. Creators had enough of the bullshit. So here's the case. They fixed it. If they don't, we'd better. Because if we don't, guess who is? Creator and Mom. In combination. Because Mom won't call in the stewards. We'll be atomized. Mom will be atomized. Earth will be gone. What does that mean? Those machines that are recycling all the fucking atoms around, they won't exist because Mom won't exist and they're inside of her. So if that's the extreme we got to go to, taking out all of that out of creation, that kind of sucks. I just remain calm and listen to your fucking heart. Because you're going to be told where to go. You might not believe yourself, but don't hesitate to act. If you ain't bringing fucking harm on anybody, that is. Because ain't nobody going to tell you to go out and harm anybody. It ain't the way the Creator and Mama work. So you got something telling you that, you might want to second guess it. Only in defense are you allowed to get violent in creation. That is the rule that we're supposed to follow. You don't go around harming people. Yeah, the big reset's coming. There's a couple ways we can live through that. One, see, in all the universe, we're put here to learn shit. So you're allowed to randomly fucking run into strife. I don't believe there's any rules that you can't do what they're doing. But the big rule that they're breaking is the fact that they're taking the life force that Creator gave us to grow and bring back. So you take a little bit of the growth and keep universe growing. Ain't happening. Our progressive growth isn't happening. People are being tormented in death and brought back into these situations. It's not a good situation. You see, look around you. You can't blame anybody for being broken if you understand we've been here too long. Some of them have been here longer than I have, apparently, because I'm holding it together pretty good, understanding all this shit. Some of these people can't even tie their shoes. They're fucking losing it. A lot of fucking people walking around, tell you, the ones you accuse of being soulless, if they got fingerprints, they're just broken. And there's good reason. I can't blame them. I just hope for them to get fixed. Either way, they're going home. These machines ain't gonna last past this. I'd like to see Earth go on. So that's what we're gonna work for. Us. That's our job. And you're here. So I don't doubt that Mom has her stewards. But she's pretty upset about this whole recycling, and it's her aunt's stewards doing it. She's got a couple of conflicts there she's not happy with, and I get it. I hope others start getting it, because this shit needs to get fixed. I can't do this by myself. I know Mom and Creator are driving it. So I know I ain't gonna be the one doing it myself. I'll just quit. I can't do it by myself. There has to be quite a few of us. Now, are you gonna be doing the same thing I'm doing? No. You're gonna be remaining calm and getting your fucking marching orders from the old language. You're going to listen to creation. If you don't, you're fucking up if you're listening to me for direction. Because I don't have direction for you. Follow your heart. But we're going to get this done one way or another. I don't have a doubt. So if you're worried, you really do, you need to get on that post section over there and start looking at my videos and doing some homework. Figuring out a little bit of physics. If you don't understand actual physics of a magnet, you might want to look at it, because you possess a magnet. You could have 1,000 magnets from the same Pizza Hut. Throw metal flakes across them, they're all going to look similar but a little bit different. That's coming right through your biology. No metal flake needed. Just a little ink. Things that start making sense once you understand a hieroglyph and a soul. The soul actually is a magnetic force, and every atom in existence has a magnetic force, instantaneously reactive to each other at a distance. They also stack strength, and you can haul back, which is the way a basic electric motor works. You take 10 1-Gauss magnets, and the way you place them, there's 1,000 Gauss now instead of 100 or 10, whatever. It like multiplies it. You have the ability to do that with your digits. That's where your healing comes in real good. That's why Reiki works, because you have a magnet. The Creator's a big magnet. The way it works the best is when you just start being grateful to the Creator that you're the tool that He's going to help this person feel better. And if you don't get goosebumps, you ain't doing it right. Because those goosebumps will start from your back, right here, behind your heart, and spread out your whole body. That's the way you can tell Creator's sending that right energy through you at the frequency of your goosebumps, and that person's going to feel that. You might feel them, and I can get a pretty good map of your body inside by doing that. Science backs it up. So I know that part doesn't sound crazy. I start talking about the planet and shit. Everybody's like, ooh, that's your religion for you. What amazing Creator wouldn't make a living planet? Even the Bible accounts planets and suns as first creation. That doesn't mean that's the first thing God made in kindergarten. Set up on the shelf with a little googly eyes, say, hey, here's Earth. That is not my Creator. Creator made this Earth a living being that was spat, and science is starting to say, yeah, fucking, guess what? The way we thought planets were made probably is wrong. It actually looks like there's sun will puke out some plasma and then it'll gather shit. You know that working model we look at? I just made a couple videos about that. In microgravity, with your water, it starts to rotate and then makes a hole on the rotation axis. I'm like, well, fucking Admiral Byrd, yeah, he wasn't crazy. And then you freeze your magnet and you got a big egg-shaped void around that fucking magnet in the frozen water. Well, all of a sudden you have a huge continent, large fucking void inside of Earth with a fucking living sun in there that's collected all this shit. Wow. Okay, let's go with that, because I've seen the working model for it, And I understand that not all life looks like me. And I've spoken to the woman. She has shown me things that I thought I was crazy. And then to see them. Kingu. Kingu is the name of the moon, and it sure as hell wasn't hers, was it? No, actually. See? It was the first thing I got from our planet. She showed me a picture, like a hologram. I could still see, but I saw the hologram of the moon. I knew what it was. And I don't recognize this as my own. I was like, and then a whole bunch of pictures and feelings came rushing. But I remember that very distinctly. The very first breath of Mother was about how she didn't recognize the moon as her own. That's how she said it. I did not recognize that as my own. It's the only one I've ever known. Yeah, I didn't even have the time to think that before a rush of fucking crazy shit. Big trees, crown jewels, places I'd never seen, never knew existed, people I've already met, people I haven't. A lot of things she went through. The big trees, she had big trees. And she showed me that's where the crown jewels came from, was her crystalline life. And that was somebody I don't like again. Mr. 333 has the footage, Madagascar tree. That's where I saw it. I didn't have to see anymore. I've looked. I mean, that was the first one I ran into. I was like, oh shit. What the fuck is this? 333's got. Jesus. So yeah, I was like, okay. Okay, maybe I'm not so crazy. You gotta understand, I'm coming from fucking straight white bread shit. I had none of that. I wasn't having none of that fucking flat earth, hollow earth, fucking fairy tale bullshit. Dead knuckle dragon fucking freaks fucking worshiping gods over there in Egypt either. That was my attitude. I wanted science. I wanted physics. I wanted proof. I wanted hard evidence. I'd read the Bible. I didn't like it. It lied to me. Every time I opened the goddamn book, it lied to me. I've read it more than most pastors. When I read the Quran and realized it was the same lie. See, that's not my father. That's not a father. That's not a good dad. It's not even a good dad. You want me to worship this? You want your son to be stupid? You don't even want him to have the knowledge of right and wrong? And you're going to tell me you made a boat and put all the animals of the world 2 by 2 on it? Where did those cities come from that you kicked them out of the garden into? Because all of a sudden there's 2 cities right there as soon as you kick Adam and Eve out into the cities. Where did those fucking people come from if Adam and Eve were the first? How did those cities get there? How did we get from hunter-gatherer to city and the first fucking people? Boom, boom, boom. Tell me another story. I've read the canon. The Bible is a lie. Read the original books. The Bible, what is it? Rome wrote a fucking book review. You forgot to go read the book. You're still reading the review. Kills me. And then I wonder how they made Donald Trump into something he's not. Don't let it get to you. They've been doing this a while, people. Fuck them.
Media. Popularity.
Let's try and fix it. Don't let them bother you. In defense only can you give harm. But what is the best act is turning your enemy into a fucking ally. That's this stage. This is what we gotta do. Warning time is over. I've warned these folks that if the gates don't come open, the plasma tornadoes come down, take them off, and I'm gonna walk to that rock that isn't there, a rock. I know how crazy I sound, but it's a rock that ain't a rock. I'll find it. Anyway. So I hope it don't come to that. I see every day getting closer. Look at where we're at. Look at this wall.
Just a little more every day.
These are living beings that are way more intelligent than me. Mom's surrounded by her family. I have no doubt the woman could order up a plasma fucking storm down here that would wipe the fucking mesas off the mesas. So I'd like to get these gates opening before people suffer for their leaders. Again, I'm tired of people suffering for a few sins. It needs to stop. We need to stop protecting this ship. It's not to do harm, it's to fucking help them understand what the fuck they're doing wrong so they can fix their shit. Would you want to live? They're captive of us. They're afraid of us living on our planet, under our feet. That's the way the almighty motherfucking gods want to live. They're greater than that. So let's get them seeing that so they can go home. I'll know that's working when Fox News starts talking about your soul magnet. So the way this is getting fixed. That's what programmed them. It's got to deprogram too. I can't do that. You can't do that. I don't even think Mom can do that because her deprogramming me made me think I was insane for 6 months, and these people ain't got that kind of time. Remember when I hid from everybody? You can't do that in this time.
Not when she about to give one.
Like I said, I got a head start because I'm the dumb one in the fucking group. It takes me a while sometimes, and I get extra time. That's why I found out early, I think. He's like, all right, this one's got a good heart, but he's a little slow. Yeah, look at him rolling around,
scream,
fucking snot bubbles and everything.
Oh, we freaked out. No.
I could see me as a dad getting a kick out of that shit. Be like, oh look.
Oh, we freaked out.
He's catching on. Not that hard, Junior. Just let go. You know? Now, gotta learn.
No.
One way or another. Fuck. I could see me having fun with that. I mean, honestly, I took away his fucking computer one time. He's fucking snot bubbles everywhere. Fucking just beat me. I just want my computer back. Beat me. I was like, spank me. I was like, buddy, I'd never get this amount of tears out of you for fucking spanking you. all the screams. Because he realized, of course, I'm sitting there like, I couldn't keep a straight face. I had found a very effective tool against him being bad that day. It was way more effective than putting him in the corner or fucking making him hold the penny against the wall or even belting him on the ass. It was, fuck, dude. I think it was a whole 15 minutes before he started begging for beatings. And I was like, damn. Listen to this guy sitting in my room. This guy, he's sitting. I'm like, people are gonna think I'm beating my kid. Nope. I just took away his computer. Oh, yeah, that was the day he really kind of straightened up. He gets out of line now. I'm like, huh. Let me see that device. I'll do it. Good. Leave my pants on nice and tight with my belt. I ain't got to take his shit off no more. I only spanked him like twice, maybe 3 times. How many times I hit you? One time because you fucking almost set the house on fire. You lied to me about it. Sitting there with that lighter. I was like, give me that fucking lighter. He's like, I ain't got no lighter. I said, smack! The open hand fucking smacked him right across the fucking face for lying to me. That was the next move. He handed me the fucking lighter. Conversation over. Now let's get on to why you got smacked. You fucking lied to me. I'm sitting there looking at you. I taught him how to talk. And he had just set the guy. I walked up there. This is what he's doing. He got the little army men. Playing warfare with the army men. Set the bed on fire. Just as I'm walking up. I put the bed out. And I was like, give me the fucking lighter. He's like, smack. Now. What the fuck are you doing? He didn't get spanked for setting the fire. He got smacked, though, for fucking lying to me, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Lucky I didn't knock that other tooth out. God. That was an accident. We were just wrestling when I knocked his tooth out. Oh, sure. Oh, she wasn't even there. Oh, God.
Just surprise kisses.
She has this tongue that's like fucking 10 inches long. Where's your baby girl? She likes to get kisses. Ew, you sleepy slobbers. Nose and tongue, nose and tongue. Jeez. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah!
What, Willie?
You got me in the ear bone. You're so excited.
Ow!
Hell no. Ew. Ew. She's like, I don't have enough of you in my blood system. I must grab on you.
Looky. She has this tongue. It's just always nasty, dog wet. It seems like the fucking. It's a big tongue. It is. It's unreal big.
Look at it.
Look at your nose. She's like, what'd I do now?
She's like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm just a puppy.
Look at Kip. He's being good.
She's kind of lost right now.
All you want to do is give kisses here. Kiss my head. She's like, no, I want to kiss your face.
She's gonna die if you
I
don't
know.
allow her to kiss your
I
face.
know. What's so wrong with you? Here it is. This is so wrong with you. It's okay. Oh, it's okay.
Her shoe was always spiked.
She's a baby.
Look at her.
God, you got a long, slippery tongue. You
Her shoe was always spiking.
do. It's always blue. He wrapped it around my finger. Yeah, he's so happy about it.
I am getting your
I can't help you. I can't help you. I wish I could, but I can't. Seamus might be able to help you. Kissy face, Seamus. Give him kisses. Give him kisses. What are you doing? You little. Ooh, good girl. Not once a week. Not once a week.
Every once in a while.
You're not. You're a good girl. She's fascinated with the trucks, you know. She's like, oh yeah, those things. Oh, your bone. Oh.
I got to actually see her try a little bit. She's a good deal faster than Kip.
Oh, without question.
I still got to see her go out. Because she had
She
quite a
really-
bit of distance between her and Kip. And Kip was running with the fucking stick.
She caught him pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah. She's nothing but fast. Fast and nimble. This fucking dog
I think the funniest part.
jumps under Kiff and comes up in front of him, fucking running. I'm like, what the fuck did she do?
She's on top of Kip, suddenly, from under him.
I know. It's like, wow, dude, that was pretty impressive. She can bust a move.
I think the funniest part of that was she would run with Kif with the stick. Both of them were just running with the stick. And one time Kif tried to run off with the stick, but Sugar veered him off course right to me. He's like, no, let's go to this. Sugar's like, no. And the fucking direction just pushed it towards me. It was just funny.
She wants to go out. She's already drank like a bowl and a half of water.
Sure.
I hope you break out the generator. The battery at? Yeah, I'm at 3%. We're gonna call it a night, folks. Battery's at 3%.
Sunset's very much up.
Yeah, sunset's over. I gotta let the battery charge. Besides, Mike might call. Need some help for something. I don't know, maybe not.
Anyway, love y'all. Have yourselves a good evening. We'll be back around. Good night.